My name is Naaman. I was born in Bakwai in the Ashanti region in Ghana. It happened when I was, believe in Bakwai then, because it was 1957. I was really young, so I didn't know much that was going on. However, over the years, I began to understand what had happened when independence was gained. When it happened, I think I can recall, I remember, a lot of jubilation, and then I remember helicopters flying and dropping leaflets and things like that. We were all picking them up from the school park, but I had no idea what it was. But I think that was when it happened. It was part of the celebration. And then I also remember every March 6th, we have fireworks, just like here. And in the fireworks would be an image of Nkrumah, coming down. It was the most awesome thing I had ever observed. Our leader then, Dr. Nkrumah, which I thought was exemplary, was moving the country in an organized direction. Unfortunately, when I was in high school, my second year in high school is when he was toppled, and it seems like, in my opinion, everything was also toppled, came upside down in Ghana, because the systems that we had then were not sustained, and honestly, I think they have failed. Nothing has been added, but everything that was done was also destroyed. My second year in high school, I was in class, and they called us to an assembly, emergency assembly, which never happens, and they told us that they had just overthrown Nkrumah. I didn't even know what that meant. First they said they had had a coup, and I'm like, a coup? What is a coup? And then they explained to us what had actually happened. That Nkrumah was on travel to Hanoi about some conference, and they've had soldiers come from Kumasi and overtaken the Flagstaff House. And so Nkrumah couldn't come back. As a child, I really did not comprehend the total effect of it. But I could see it in the adults. The teachers were quite upset. Some were crying and kind of distraught. But I think eventually I got the message that, Nkrumah is never coming back. He's no longer our leader. And if he came back, he would be killed. And so I was devastated because this is a man that I looked up to, and he was my first president ever. And for something like that to have happened unexpectedly, I was devastated. But we moved on. My school was one of the schools that he actually built after independence. Because the town that the school was in is called Salt Pond, did a lot of campaigning for him during the time that he was running. So as a gift to the town, he built the girls' high school. This is one of the schools that benefited from that independence. So we were kind of affected, everybody. I mean, we were crying, we were confused. And it seems like at that time we didn't even know what to ask, because it was very confusing period, because we had, as I was growing up, every time something happened, like on Independence Day, we will march down, and if Nkrumah was coming through to go to Takoradi, we would line up in the streets and shake flags. So he was like almost like a god to us. And so, yeah, we were all upset. As a matter of fact, at that time, the daughter of the General Ankara, was out in Fantaman. They had to come take her home because, they didn't know what was going to happen. So she was removed. So when Nkrumah was overthrown, it affected a lot of things. All of a sudden, you could go to any grocery store. We had good department grocery stores that you could go and get your supplies of your milk, your sardines, your corned beef, and all those things to go to school. All of a sudden, they were rationing it because they didn't have enough. So it was very difficult for us, but we lived through it.